So yesterday we talked about EWS, right? Now the Supreme Court has extended the days to hear EWS reservation. We talked about EWS. How can you say that this is a EWS? What is the eligibility criteria for EWS? Sir, what is this? What is this creamy layer? We'll come to this when I'll talk about reservation. Harsh. क्रीम मतलब क्या होता है? जो ऊपर लेयर का होता है. दूध में कभी क्रीम देखा है? Have you seen cream in the milk? The upper layer. Similarly, this is applied in the society, the upper layer of that particular community. Right? Creamy layer, actually creamy layer applied in OBC. Right? Got the idea? So who are the creamy layers? Similarly, as you know, there's a who are not EWS in the case of OBC. Now, if you look at the EWS, what are the eligibility criteria for EWS? Yes. Income, yeah. So, yeah, then property. See, EWS has to pass two tests. One is income test, and another is property holding test. दो टेस्ट पास करना पड़ेगा. Then you can call someone as a economically weaker section. Now, what is income test? Income test is the person's family should not have income more than 8 lakh. That is income test. Person's family should not have income more than 8 lakh. Right? Here income means all income. Here income means all income coming from agriculture, maybe salary, maybe business or any profession, coming from all income coming from business or salary or profession, etc. What do you mean by family here? Family here means parent and sibling below the age of 18 years. Family means parents and siblings below the age of 18 years. वैसा नहीं कि मान लो कि A is applying for EWS certificate and A has one brother or a sister, right, earning 20 lakh per month. So A has a sister B and B is earning 20 lakh per annum. You cannot count B as A's family because he's adult or she is adult. Fine. The parent of A, मान लीजिए XY, and any siblings who are less than 18 years. Got the idea? So family income test, got your idea? family income test, in right, a person who is applying for EWS certificate, their parent income should be less than 8 lakh. Here income means all income coming from all, maybe business, maybe profession, maybe salary, etc. It's a family income. Fine. Now come to the property holding test. एक तो वो टेस्ट पास करना पड़ेगा कि इतना इनकम नहीं होना चाहिए. दूसरा है there are some criteria of property. प्रॉपर्टी उससे ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. प्रॉपर्टी होल्डिंग टेस्ट में क्या होगा? राइट, a person whose family owns any of following would be excluded from EWS. A person whose family owns any of the following would be excluded from EWS. First, 5-acre land and above. Five-acre land and above. B, residential flat of 1,000 square feet and above. Residential flat of 1,000 square feet and above. C, residential plot of 100 square yard. Yard and above in the notified municipal area. Areas. It means urban areas, right? You should not have plot more than 100 square yard. 100 गज बोलते दिल्ली में. How many of you are from Delhi? None. Oh my God. None of you are from Delhi. Okay. Nitin is asking, sir, what when A is girl, B is boy? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Nitin. अगर A और B को हम चेंज कर लेना, girl and boy, doesn't matter. Then D, residential plot of 200 square yard. Residential plot of 200 square yard and above in areas other than the notified area. notified municipal area. That means rural area. अच्छा, हर्ष पूछ रहा है डिफरेंस बिटवीन रेसिडेंशियल फ्लैट एंड रेसिडेंशियल प्लॉट. हर्ष, रेसिडेंशियल प्लॉट का मतलब होता है जमीन, राइट. फ्लैट का मतलब होता है एक ही जमीन पे बड़ा बिल्डिंग बनता है, देयर आर फ्लैट. तो फ्लैट जो है आपका 100 स्क्वायर यार्ड से छोटा होना चाहिए, सॉरी 1000 स्क्वायर यार्ड से छोटा होना चाहिए. फाइन. प्लॉट जो है 100 स्क्वायर यार्ड से छोटा होना चाहिए, कहां पर? अर्बन एरिया में, एंड लेस देन 200 स्क्वायर यार्ड इन रूरल एरियाज. गॉट द आइडिया? सो एक और चीज है कि प्रॉपर्टी मींस ऑल प्रॉपर्टी लोकेटेड इन डिफरेंट पार्ट ऑफ द India, even abroad, whatever property you are just giving, so you have to submit 2 paper before the officer to issue EWS certificate. One is income certificate and another is the record of land holding, and then you'll get EWS certificate. Got the idea? How you get EWS certificate? You have to give income certificate, and second, land holding certificate. How much land do you hold? Fine. और गड़बड़ नहीं होना चाहिए, right? गड़बड़ नहीं होना चाहिए, otherwise there will be counter action against you. Got the idea? EWS. Now we talked about Article 15 yesterday. Today we will talk about Article 16. You are the new to the class, right? Yeah, can you introduce yourself? Sorry? Brahma. Okay. May I know more about you? Yes? You need water? No? Okay. This is your first class, right? Okay. Now we will talk about Article 16. We will talk about 16. बाद में बात कर लेंगे ब्रह्मा, if you want. Article 15 क्लियर है? पक्का? कुछ भी पूछ दूं तो हिलोगे नहीं? Okay. We'll ask later on. I'll ask objective question, multiple choice question. Right? Clear? Is it clear? Article 15. Now come to Article 16. Do you have Bell Act? You read it. Equality of opportunity in matter of public employment. Equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. This article has produced lots of controversy in India, right? Right. What is the first point that you need to write? Right. There shall be equality of opportunity for all citizens. There shall be equality of opportunity for all citizens in matters relating to employment or appointment to any office under the state. Yeah, this is the first clause. There shall be equality of opportunity for all citizens in matters relating to employment or appointment under any office under the state. You know the meaning of state under Article 12, right? Here it's talk about equality of opportunity. Do you remember liberal concept of equality? Equality of opportunity, right? For all citizens. This is rights which is exclusively given to the citizen. If you talk about Article 15, yeah, Article 15 is also exclusively for citizen. So can you tell me how many articles are devoted to only citizens? 5. Which are they? बहुत बढ़िया. 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30. There are 5 articles in the Indian Constitution which are only given to the exclusively citizens, exclusively to the citizen. कौन सा है? 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30. And the rest articles, right, of the fundamental rights are available to everyone, citizen and non-citizen. Right? What is the second point under Article 16? No citizen shall be on grounds of religion. No citizen shall on grounds of religion race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, residence, or any of them. Or any of them be ineligible for or discriminated against in respect of any employment or office under the state. What does it say? That any citizen only on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth, residence, any of them shall not be, ineligible. Right? Cannot be called ineligible or discriminated against, right, in respect of public employment and job. But what, on the basis of education, they can be discriminated. On the basis of education, they can be discriminated. On the basis of language, they can be discriminated. Right. Third point, state can make law prescribing residence or other eligibility criteria in employment. For any state, for any state's employment. Or UT's employment. Right? The parliament can make law. यहाँ पे स्टेट का मतलब यहाँ पार्लियामेंट लिख दीजिए. स्टेट मतलब कि the parliament can make law. The parliament can make law prescribing residence or any eligibility criteria in employment, in any state's employment or UT's employment. Fine. Now, fourth, you write now state can provide reservation. Here state matlab parliament. State can provide reservation right in appointment or recruitments or in recruitments in favor of socially and educationally backward classes, in favor of economically था ना, socially and educationally, yeah, socially and yeah, educationally backward classes or for SC STs. If they are not adequately represented, clause लगा दीजिए. If they are not adequately represented, चला गया, गायब हो गया. If they are not adequately represented. या इतना लिखा तो बताइए. डिसेंट मीन्स मान लीजिए कि मैं तमिलनाडु के डिसेंट का हूं और मुझे दिल्ली में जॉब नहीं मिलेगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा. नितिन, डिसेंट मीन्स इनहेरिटर. फाइन. Shubham, sir, whether caste should be a role criteria in Balaji case, how is it in challenge in the Supreme Court? You are asking about the Balaji case. Yesterday we talked about. Actually, we talked about that Mysore state had given reservation to OBCs and MBCs, right, along with the SC/ST, right, and it was given 20%, 28%, 18% was already there for SC/ST. So of course caste criteria was there for giving reservation to OBCs, MBCs, and reservation was already there for SC/ST. Now total reservation went more than 50%, 66%. Right, only 34% was remain in for the open category. Right, so the court, held, actually it was challenged in the High Court. High Court said it is invalid. Right, it went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said it is invalid. You have to, okay, reservation is fine, but you have to give reservation to the only a reasonable manner, reasonable quantity. So for example, you should go reservation only for less than 50% seats, and the rest 50% seats should be for open category, for open to all. It's called unreserved seat. Yeah, Shubham, did you get the idea? Yeah, you have written this all four criteria. Come again. And maybe a language eligibility criteria. For example, if you are appearing in Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission or Goa Public Service Commission, right? State can, include some language criteria, right? You must know this language. So any other criteria can be imposed, right? And you cannot say that I'm being discriminated, right? There is no equality of opportunity in public employment, isn't it? Got the idea? For example, if you take about UT, you cannot join UT police unless you are not IPS. Right, IPS cadre milega, UT cadre, so that's fine. But you cannot join, for example, Delhi police, so theek hai. You cannot join, for example, Andaman and Nicobar police. Right? There is some criteria that you have to fulfill. Now write exception to Article 16. Exceptions to Article 16. First, you write again the third point: the state may impose eligibility criteria in particular state or UT or UTs. This was added by 7th CAA. This clause was added by 7th CAA. CAA matlab by the 7th Constitutional Amendment Act, the third criteria, the third clause. Secondly, Second exception to the Article 16 is the state can make a special provision for SC/ST and SEBC. The state can make a special provisions for, I'm writing, socially and educationally backward classes or SC, STs. The state can make a special provision for SEBCs and ST. Right. This SEBC was also added in 7th CA. This clause was also added by the 7th CAA, Constitutional Amendment Act. Now, third, the state can make a special provision for the reservation in promotion. The state can make a special provision for reservation or for promotion in reservation. Promotion, yeah, under reservation. Promotion under reservation. There is a promotion within the reservation. This was also added by the 7th schedule. By the 7th CAA, Constitutional Amendment Act. या एक मिनट आ रहा हूं जी. Actually, yeah, the state can make a special provision for promotion under reservation. So there is a reservation system. Within reservation, the state can give promotion, right? And there is a reservation in promotion. SC/ST, SC/ST. ओबीसी के लिए नहीं था, ये SC/ST के लिए था ये क्लॉज. अभी तक रिजर्वेशन इन प्रमोशन ओबीसी के लिए नहीं आया है. देयर इज नो सच क्लॉज. सर वेदर, अच्छा लिख लीजिए, इसके बाद एनालाइज करते हैं. राइट, नोट इट डाउन, वी विल एनालाइज इट, डोंट वरी, वी विल हैव डिस्कशन ऑन रिजर्वेशन. कल बता चुका था मैं, कैरी फॉरवर्ड कैन रूल कैन नॉट बी, या कैरी फॉरवर्ड रूल that is 50% selling, shall not be applicable. ये भी 7th schedule आया. This was also added by 7th schedule. By the 7th CAA. Now one more, 5th. The state can make law for appointment for the post of any the state can make law for appointment for the post in any religious institution or domination. Denomination. The state can appoint a person from that community also only. Fifth है, state can make a law for appointment for the post in any religious institution or denomination. For example, there is a Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee, right? State can make law that for the appointment of Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee, or there is a Waqf board. Have you heard about Waqf board? The state can make law how Waqf board chairperson would be appointed, but only Muslim can be appointed in the Waqf board. Only Sikh can be appointed in the Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee. This is about them. The third exception is for EWS or third क्या है exceptions? ये for SC है, reservation in promotion है. Third is for SC ST. There is no reservation in promotion for OBC. There is a reservation for OBC, but there is no such clause reservation in promotion for OBC. Hers. Nitin is asking, if a SC person gets the cutoff marks of general category, then he get the seat of general category or seats reserved for SC. क्या होगा? General category. Yeah, you're right. Nitin, for general category, if a SC candidate secure more marks than a general category, then he will be counted as a general category rather than SC. Fine. Now, if you look at the backward class commission, when the first backward class commission was constituted, yesterday we talked about, कब आया था फर्स्ट बैकवर्ड क्लास कमीशन? कब आया था? बस हो गया 1951 1952 या 1952 या क्या कमीशन का क्या नाम था? काका केलकर या केलकर committee. So this was the first backward class commission. When the second backward class commission came, Mandal commission, yeah. Second backward classes commission कब हुआ था appoint? Was appointed in 19 किसी ने कहा क्या 1952 नहीं 1979 by मोरारजी देसाई गवर्नमेंट. बताया था कल. It was headed by, who headed it? Yeah, headed by BP Mandal. इस बीपी मंडल के पास 4000 बीघा जमीन थे. Who was heading the second backward class commission. When he reached to Patna to study, he had four servant. खाना बनाने के लिए अलग, सब्जी लाने के लिए अलग. Fine. Anyway, that was his personal life. BP Mandal. Now, BP Mandal, right, the second backward class commission identified 43, 43 caste as SEBC, socially and educationally backward classes. कितना कास्ट पाया इसने? 43 caste as socially and educationally backward classes. नितिन ने पूछा क्या सर, जब प्रॉपर्टी ने गवर्नमेंट ने प्रॉपर्टी लिया, गवर्नमेंट हैज स्टार्टेड लैंड रिफॉर्म ना आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस, so government had not acquired his property. Nitin, no, he maintained his property. It's not only land reform purely failed in India. Land reform के बारे में पता है कुछ? Do you know anything about land reform? नहीं. चलो कभी और बात करेंगे. This is not the accurate time. Second backward class came in, right? It constituted 52% of the entire population. Population of India. What? OBC. OBC constituted 52% of entire population of India. The second backward class commission recommended 27% reservation for SEBCs, socially and educationally backward classes. They are also called OBC, other backward classes. Now, if you look at why they have recommended only 27% reservation, why BP Mandal identified 52% of population but recommended only 27% reservation for OBC? Any clue? Yeah, you're right. Because he had in mind that there is a direction given by the Supreme Court that reservation can only be done less than 50%. Right? No, you cannot go beyond the 50%. So reservation already दिया जा चुका था. कितना परसेंट था? 16% was for SC on all India level. Right? 8% was for किसके लिए? 7.5 था, not 8% exactly. 7.5% for STs. कितना हुआ total? You add 16% रिजर्वेशन फॉर कितना हुआ टोटल? 12, 22, 23.5, तो शायद ये फिर 15% था. Then it was 15%, now 22.5%. अब इसमें 27% जोड़ दो तो कितना होगा? 27% अगर ओबीसी जोड़ देंगे तो कितना होगा? 49.5 less than 50%. So it recommended 27% because there is already 15% reservation for SC. And 7.5% for ST. It was 22%, 22.5%. So if you add 27%, it will fulfill the norm criteria of less than 50%. Got the idea? Now, it was a BP Singh government, who implemented 27% reservation for OBC, right? Note it down, major point. The BP Singh government implemented 27% reservation for OBC. There was a huge movement against Mandal politics. Mandal politics, right? The BP Singh government fell down because this was a minority government. The BP Singh government collapsed. Fine. So it was a Narasimha Rao government. Now come PV Narasimha Rao government implemented 27% reservation for OBC. They had also given 10% reservation for EWS. He has given 10% reservation for EWS. Now अब रिजर्वेशन कितना परसेंट हो गया? Yeah, sir, SEBC and OBC same. Yes, Harsh. Constitutionally, they are called socially and educationally backward classes. Politically, they are called other OBC. For example, scheduled caste is a constitutional nomenclature. But in larger politics, there is a word term that is called Dalit, right? That is being used. Now, अब कितना हो गया रिजर्वेशन? देखो 15% तो इनका था, एससी का 7.5 था, एसटी का. अब ये 27% हो गया ओबीसी को और 10% हो गया ईडब्ल्यूएस को. कितना परसेंट हो गया जोड़ो तो? कितना? 59.5%. Now again it exceeded 50% clause. right? This has been challenged in the Supreme Court. The reservation was challenged in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court. Right? Right. Indira Sahni versus Union of India. Case. This was also called Mandal case, very popular case in 1992. Indira Sahni versus Union of India. Now, this is also called as Mandal case. The Supreme Court SC accepted 27% reservation for OBC, but rejected 10% reservation for EWS. Right? The court held that, the Supreme Court said that the government cannot go beyond 50%. The government cannot provide reservation beyond 50% of limit. Yeah, note it down, the different criteria. Government accepted 27% reservation for OBC, but rejected 10% reservation for EWS. The SC hold that government cannot provide reservation beyond 50% limit. Government also observed that, SC, next point. Supreme Court also observed that the OBC reservation cannot be provided uniformly. Cannot be provided uniformly. The upper layers, within the OBC should be excluded. OBCs should be excluded from reservation. किसी ने क्या पूछा? Is creamy layer included in the OBC at that time? Yes, Amber Soni, just going into that. Supreme Court said you cannot apply OBC reservation uniformly. You have to keep up, you have to exclude the upper layers within the, within the OBC out of the ambit of reservation. The government established Ramanandan Mishra Committee the government appointed Ramnandan Mishra appointed who? Ramnandan Mishra committee to examine the creamy layers within OBC, within the OBC. Got the idea? Right. In 1992, government established a commission for other backward classes. In 1992, government appointed a commission for other backward classes. In 2018, the commission for other backward classes has been given constitutional status in 2018. The commission for other backward classes has been given constitutional status by the 102th CAA. Now this commission is a constitutional body like National Commission for Scheduled Caste, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe.
Sir, please repeat it once.
In 2018, can you give me? मैं पढ़ूंगा तो फिर दूसरा कुछ बोल दूंगा. In 1992, government appointed a commission for other backward classes. In 2018, the commission for the other backward classes has given constitutional status by the 102 CAA. Done. बहुत सारा राइटिंग हो गया आज, और बहुत जरूरी है. Note it down. Yeah, everyone. हर्ष, अधीरा, अंबर, कृष्णा, बताओ. कॉपी मेरे सामने है, मैं पढ़ दूंगा अगर कहीं से भी छूटा हुआ तो. Note it down. अगर कोई भी पॉइंट छूटा हो तो मुझे बता दीजिए. I'll read it. Yeah. Now, if you look at the creamy layer within the OBC, does not deserve reservation, but the non-creamy layer deserves reservation. Now, can we talk about reservation? How many of you are in support of reservation? EWS? So do you know in EWS SC cannot be included? ST cannot be included? OBC cannot be included? Who can be included? Only upper caste? No. It is then who? Tell me, it is a not caste basis. Right. Right, you are favored in economic basis. How many of you supports reservation? Only you. Yeah. Only one person, but that is only on the EWS, on the economic weaker sections. How many of you supports reservation? I'm against the reservation. It made only for 10 years. In support of reservation for caste need to be reserved again. Still continue. अच्छा, किसी का कहना है कि मैं अपोज में हूं क्योंकि it was provided for 10 years only. right? So none of you supports reservation. You all are millennium child, you know? Do you know millennium child? Do you know what is called millennium child? The child who grew in 21st century, right? 21st century. Yeah, the born after 2000. I hope you are after 2000 all, right? कोई एक दो साल इधर उधर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. It doesn't matter. 1 year there and there. Now, if you look at reservation, right? Why this reservation was included in our constitution? Should I play a game? Right? How many of you are from SC? Don't mind if you are. It means how many of you are here? 20 होंगे क्लास में या 15? एक लोग है. कितना परसेंट हुआ? It means there is no representation of SC in the class, in my class. How many of you are from OBC? 2. Right? Online वाले को तो ये गेम भी नहीं खेल सकता. Only 2 are from OBC. Is it that they don't want to study? They don't want to become IS? We need to think that about representation. Whether they are equally represented or not, or adequately represented or not, in each and every layers of the society. This is a part of the society. Right? If there is a lack in representation, we need to think about why there is a lack of representation in any community. इसमें नितिन बोल रहा है कि we didn't stop them to come. हमने तो मना थोड़ी किया है उसको आने से. Right? But you have not alleviated them to come. So you have not alleviated. Why compromise on quality? That's merit. I taught you that equality. You remember? Equality. There are 2 concepts of equality. One is equality of opportunity. Equality of opportunity, right? You all want equal opportunity, right? Or equality before the law, Article 14. But there are another concept of equality that is called equality of outcome. Equality of outcome. Fine. I'm coming to Vaishak, your merit concept. This is a purely liberal concept. Now, if you look at, if there is a scarce resource, any scarce resource, right? I told you the distribution idea. Justice आपने concept बताया था मैंने आपको. How things should be distributed. For example, there are 1,000 seats in UPSC. Right? Seats are scarce, isn't it? 1,000 is not sufficient seat. Or is it sufficient? Professor, वो भी नहीं मिलता है हर साल. It's true. But 900, 1,000, 500. Vaishak, all this reservation at the cost of brain drain and losing the cream talent, not economically in the long run. Yeah, you agree. Yeah, we'll come to. It's a very contested debate. It is a spiral debate. It is a never-ending debate. But I'll conclude with some point. Don't worry. I'll take your concern, Vaishak. Don't worry. I'll take your concern. The concern of meritocracy, the concern of equal opportunity, the concern of competitiveness. I'll come. Now, how these scarce resources should be distributed? Should it be distributed equally? we need to think about, right? That day, you remember, we talked about justice. There are 20 people, but 40 pizza. Should we distribute this 40 pizza among 20 people equally? Yani 2 pizza for each person? And we contested no, right? We should take concern to who are really already fed, but who are really more hunger, right? So more pizza should be given to those person who are really hunger, right? Similarly, come to the logic here. If there are 1,000 states, how should we distribute? A state has a scarce resource, let me tell you, right? Or any welfare schemes that is also scarce resources. How should it be distributed? There should be equal opportunity, that everyone should be given equal chance to compete for UPSC and select in the final list. Those who will have merit, they will pass it. Right, Vaishak, I hope you are agree. Those who will have merit will pass in the final list. Fine, right? What the idea? But even merit is a subjective matter. The merit is subjective matter. Let me give you one example. A, is from upper caste. Upper caste, right? And B is lower caste. A has well socialization process. His mother, father is already educated. A went a good school, English medium, elite school, right? And secured 98% marks. Fine. What the idea? B, here mother, father is working class. B is a first generation learner, right? Does not have access to the good books that A has, and does not have good access to good schooling, right, as A have. But B had secured 92%. Who is more meritorious, A or B? Now you're saying B, but at first appearance, who is more meritorious? A, na? Vaishak, how you conclude it? The merit claim of the merit. Who has more merit? Merit is subjective one. It is not objective 98%, 92%. No. We have to look back the socio-economic background of that person. And you can call merit or having no merit at all. Vaishak, I would like to listen from you if you are there. And anyone who has more merit, Amber, Krishna, Nitin, Rishabh, A. Nitin is saying A. A has more merit. Sakshi is saying B. Now it is contested debate. I told you it's a very contested debate, right? Athira is saying B. So B has more majority. How many supports B has more merit? पूरा उठाओ तब तो yes no में पता चलेगा ना. यानी majority are saying majority are saying B has more merit. Why B has more merit? Because if you see B, irrespective of adversarial condition, B has secured 92%. But with all supporting condition, A has secured 98%. I'm not denying A is not merit. A has no merit. But if there is only one seat, right? If A is a highly educated and his all person is a highly educated family, and B is the first generation learner. He's the only one person in the family who is being educated. The other brothers are aligned with his father as a working class. Whom admission should be given? A or B? B. Completely B should be given admission in the college for further study. A may take further study from the private university or other, if there is only one seat done. Vaishak, for example, on one of my friend made it to IIM with a mere percentile of 75% in CAT. Fine. It's totally fine, Vaishak, because if he would not have been admitted even at the 75 percentile, then they would have been lacking from their community, representation of their community. There is one more things I'm talking about. I'll talk about. I was talking about 1,000 seats in UPSC. Now I was talking about equal opportunity, right? Every person should be given equal opportunity. But what if अगर सारे मेल आ जाए, यहाँ पर मेल अपर कास्ट आ जाए, कहां पर लिस्ट में? Will it be look better? Or will it be look better when upper caste male भी हो, woman भी हो, OBC भी हो, right? SC भी हो, ST भी हो? What will look better? Tell me. This one or पहला वाला, केवल upper caste male dominating the entire? अब मैं बता दूं, अभी कुछ दिन पहले, few days ago, in Afghanistan, right? There is a one called council. In that council, there is a only male. Right? There was 1,000 representative from different part of country of Afghanistan, and the only male was there. Did it look better? Or it would have been look better if other community also there along with the woman? That is called outcome. Equality of outcome. Right? So, जैसे वैशाख आपने कहा कि 75% ऑलरेडी अपर कास्ट यहां पर भी है, ऐसा नहीं है कि इससे हट गया है. There are in equality of outcome, there are all community, there are representative. Sir, will that just be appeasement, sir, if we want of community to represent? Why deprive general from what they deserve? Okay, that deserves, it's not that the entire list is deprived from the upper caste. ऐसा है क्या? It is not that. There are more than 50% where you can find upper caste. Do you know how many universities are there in India? Central University. थोड़ा सा क्यूज खेल लेते हैं. How many central university in India? Any clue? No? आज थोड़ा सा गूगल कर लीजिएगा. There are approximately 45 central university in India. Do you know how many vice chancellor of that university from OBC and SC? You'll find none. You'll find none. Do you know High Court and Supreme Court? There are how many High Court in India? State ही है 28, 25, 26 के अलावा होगा, right? Okay, how many judges are from SC, OBC, ST? High Court judges I'm asking about. You can't find their representation. How many women are there? You can't find substantial representation. So reservation is not only, meritocracy is a false idea. मैं जब भी मेरिट की बात कर रहा था, अगर आप देखेंगे तो आपको ये मेरिट लगेगा, but he is meritorious, right? despite of the fact women are excellent in all the field, right? Women are excellent in all the field, but even we don't have adequate representation of women in state assembly and the parliament, right? And there is a demand for women that there should be reservation, at least 33% reservation in the parliament. Got the idea? थोड़ा सा वैशाख कह रहा है, if a person, SC person gets the cutoff mark of general category, then he get the seat of general category. Why is it the scathing the right of the general? अरे नितिन, let me tell you, that is not general categories. अगर 100% है, 15% SC, 7.5% ST, 27% OBC, 10% EWS, कितना बचा? 40% ना? Approximately 40%, 40.5. ये केवल जनरल के लिए नहीं है. It's UR, unreserved category. Any person can come, may fall into this category. But let me tell you that only few fall into that category. Out of this, only few fall into that category. Otherwise, out of 40.5, approximately 38%, it's only UR falls into this category. You can see all the result by the university, by the state employment board, by the UPSC, state PCS. Fine. Fine. कौन कह रहा था? नितिन. 1/4 is still huge number. Well, do that only 25% admin for SC and ST. Rest 75% should only be for the general category. So you know, yeah, Shubham कह रहा है कि total population of general category is 30%, but they are represented more than 40% everywhere in the institution. मैं आप अपनी क्लास की बात कर रहा हूं. अपनी क्लास में देख लीजिए ना कितने लोग हैं. Keep aside the money thing you have joined, but how many OBCs and SC, able to come and access the education? Very less. ठीक है. So why don't we see the total population generally? या शुभम चौहान ने क्या कि देखिए मात्र 30% हमारा यूआर का पॉपुलेशन है जनरल का, बट दे ऑक्युपाई मोर देन 50% और approximately 50% of the seats. Right? We need to look at the strength of the society. Who are the loser in this fight? Who are the ultimate loser in this fight? Who are not adequately represented? Is it SC? There are two communities. One is women who are not adequately represented in all strata of the or layers of the government, and other is OBC. Right? General category are adequately and more than sufficient. They are represented at all layers of the government. All layers of the government. Fine. And government is not a private body. It is a public body. Right? Fine. Anyway, the reserved classes will never live up their potential if we keep on increasing reservation for them. That's your perception. Yes, this is the starting, and at the end we will have assessed in public employment. Anyway, so if you look at reservation, फिर से एक बार फिर से डिबेट शुरू करते हैं. हमारे पास टाइम है? हाँ, we have 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes. अच्छा, अब बताओ कितने लोग रिजर्वेशन के सपोर्ट में हो? Economic basis. How many of you are supports? How many do you support reservation? 2-3 लोगों का हाथ बढ़ा है. still don't support the reservation. बहुत बढ़िया. Yeah, it's unending debate, right? It's unending debate. You know why we need to support reservation? Because reservation is one of the mechanism through which, if you see the SC, ST, they have become empowered. One of my friend has secured, research in SOAS, London, because he got reservation and took admission in JNU. From JNU, he got promoted to SOAS. See his merit, but I did not, I was not on the basis of reservation, but I did not get SOAS. He got SOAS only on the basis of merit. Right? He had more merit, and through reservation, he came to JNU. Right? So if you look at SC, ST, this community has been elevated, empowered through the reservation. Let me tell you. Right? अगर रिजर्वेशन नहीं होता तो बहुत दिक्कत होती. It would have been lots of problem. Whether you agree or you have all right to disagree. Fine. Fully against the reservation. Fine. That's I respect your choice. Fine. So if you see why reservation? रिजर्वेशन क्यों नहीं है अगर बहुत लोग नहीं चाहते हैं? Why don't you support reservation? Tell me. मैं क्यों सपोर्ट करता बताता हूं. It is a leveling field. It is a leveling playing field. अरे भाई ये बताओ, tell me, does SC ST have same economic resources as general? जनरल गरीब हो सकता है, but who owns the most of the property? Is it SC ST or general? Here caste is also class, and class is also caste. The most of the SC ST is from the lower class also. Exceptionally you can get, for example, 10% you can get SC ST may be rich. I'm not denying the fact all SC ST are poor. No. There are maximum 10% or maybe 12% or maybe 15% SC you may find rich. Come to here. You can find 80% 5 general people who are, above the mark. It means the general who are the upper caste are also upper class. I'll come to with data next day. Right? Who owns India's property? Right? अगर इकोनॉमिक बेसिस पे भी लेंगे ना आपको, तो आपको इन्हीं को देना पड़ेगा. हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स EWS के लिए है ना 10%. अब सोशल रिस्पेक्ट किस बेसिस पे मिलता है? कास्ट बेसिस पे या क्लास बेसिस पे? Why you have to change ना? आप बोल रहे हो कास्ट बेसिस पे नहीं होनी चाहिए. Right? What does it matter? Does it matter caste or class? Mayawati was a chief minister of Uttar Pradesh. Is it that she was not humiliated by even, a poor upper caste? She was abused by the upper, she was used to abuse by the upper caste. Right? Caste is a basic identity in India, and it is based on the birth. It is a brute truth, whether you accept it or reject it. Right? Caste and gender is an institution which is always under operation. Always. कोई कहे आपको कि मैं जेंडर बहुत ही जेंडर बायस्ड, जेंडर इम्पार्शियल हूं, वो आपसे झूठ बोल रहा है. Right? Caste and gender play a very important role in Indian society. and therefore reservation should be based on caste only, gender only, rather than economic basis. Now, sir, now SC/ST has become rich and use the right to get job without doing much hard work. Yeah, this is a prejudice. This is a purely prejudice. It's not that SC/ST does not work. They don't, they don't have merit. It's purely biased. They have become rich. Not at all. You are not from Delhi, but how many of you are from village? How many of you are from village? None. See, I can see you are from village, but in Northeast there is no such unequal social. Yeah, that person. You are from Northeast. Which state? Arunachal Pradesh. So there is no such social system as we have in North India. कोई यहाँ पे गांव से नहीं है. How many of you have visited village? Nitin, me, reserved people misuse their power in Mayawati government. अभी क्या जो बुलडोजर बाबा हैं वो मिसयूज नहीं हो रहा है पावर वहां पर. नितिन, पावर तो हर जगह मिसयूज होता है, चाहे कांग्रेस हो, चाहे बीजेपी हो, चाहे मायावती हो, चाहे बुलडोजर बाबा हो. ठीक है, see you the next time. ठीक है, चलो कल बात करते हैं. We will talk about reservation, quota within quota, and all debate tomorrow. We will continue it.